afternoon, everyone. Today, we're going to talk about the wedding budget formula. This is something really important on the wedding because before you start planning, you need to know exactly how much you can spend in each item. How much is your budget? How much it will be your budget, your total budget for the wedding? Who's paying for it? Are you paying by yourself, you and your fiance? Your parents are helping out, family members, godparents, who is helping out? How much are they giving you? How much is the total budget? From that, and then you need to know how much is the percentage of each item that you can spend on it. That way, it will be easy for you to know, okay, for the venue is this percentage, this is how much I can spend on this. Or I can maybe take these and do it with something else that I can, that I really wanted. Take the stuff out that you don't need and use the money for something that you really need or that you really want it. Some people like to have a lot of decorations, other ones like something simple. So it depends how much do you want, on how much you need on your wedding decoration, on your wedding day, on your special day. How much are you going to spend in each? Okay, I'm going to give you the formula, and it's a percentage for each item. But always remember, ask the vendors every package that they're giving you, what it's included on that package. From that, you can work on that budget, okay? Because if someone tell you, I charge 1,300 on decoration. What's included on that 1,300? My photography package is 2,000. What's included? How many people will be taking pictures? 1, 2, 3 people. How many copies of it? They're gonna give you a photo album. Everything. Please ask what is included in each packet so you can know how much you can spend. How can you work on that budget? Okay? Because maybe if you don't want too many decorations on the tables, on the venue, maybe you can use that money to cover something else. Maybe more photos, maybe a videographer, maybe something for the bar. If the venue is not giving you that, maybe you can pay more flowers, more flowers for the ceremony area. Or maybe you can spend a little more on that dress that you always dream of. So remember, always ask, and then you can play with your budget on the percentage, okay? Remember that. Okay, we're gonna start. The first thing, it will be the attire. The dress, the veil, jewelry, whatever you're gonna use for you and your fiance. Are they gonna you're gonna pay this for separate, or you're gonna use your budget for it? If you're using your budget for it, and then you will have to count from 5 to 15% of your budget for the attire. The ceremony. Are you gonna get married on the same place where the same reception venue, or you're gonna use a separate venue for the ceremony? If you're using a separate venue for ceremony, it's gonna be a 4 to 8% for the ceremony area. Decorations. What kind of decorations are you using? It's gonna be on 2 to 3%. The flowers. Like I said, some people like a lot of flowers. You can use big arrangements on the tables. You can use a lot of small arrangement with candles on the tables. It depends, what do you want to use. Do you have a special theme? Do you want a lot of flowers hanging out? Do you want a backdrop with flowers? What do you want to have? How many flowers do you want on the ceremony area? The backdrop for your ceremony. What do you want to use? Are you going to have a walking path full of flowers? Okay, remember, a 10 to 10% of the percentage of your budget is for flowers. A lot of people think then having fake flowers is cheaper than fresh flowers. Nowadays, it's practically the same. Everything depends if you want small arrangements, big arrangements. What kind of flowers do you want to use? Are they in season? Are there special holidays? Remember, sometimes they're more expensive just because it's a holiday. So it depends what do you want to use. It will be a 10 to 12% of your budget. The gift. A tradition said that you need to buy gift for the bridal party, say thank you for everything they're doing, if to be part of it, because they're spending money also of their budget on your wedding day. So you need to be thankful. So if you buy a gift for them and your parents or maybe closer family members, it's gonna be a 2 to 3% of your budget. The honeymoon. Are you thinking to spend money from the budget on your honeymoon, or are you saving money separate from that budget for the honeymoon? If you're not saving separate money, you have to use some of that percentage. And then the percentage that you have to use for the honeymoon is 5 to 15%. The marriage preparations, maybe documentation, stuff that you need for the wedding day, is the 2 to 3%. A miscellaneous. Everything that is miscellaneous out of everything that we're going to talk for right now, it's going to be an 8 to 15%. Photographer, 7 to 10%. Like I told you at the beginning, remember as what's included on that package. It's just photos, or they have a videographer too on that package included. How many people are working on that package? Okay, everything. What's included on that package, so you will know, is a 7 to 10%. The reception area, the reception venue, is the more expensive one, from 40 to 60% of your wedding budget. Remember, nowadays there's a lot of venues, they're open and let you bring whatever you want. But there's a lot of venues also that includes everything, almost everything on the price of the package that they have. They include decorations, flower arrangements, they include linens, the silverware, glassware, servers, catering. So that food is already included. Okay? Remember that. And always taste. Taste the food. Okay? Always taste the food. Sometimes they include the cake too. So it depends on what the reception venue is offering. So that depends on how much you have to pay separate too from every item that you need. So it's going to be a 40 to 60% of your budget on the reception venue for the wedding party, for the wedding reception. So always check it's included, okay? If they don't include tables and chairs, maybe you have to rent them out. They don't give you linen, you have to rent them out. If they don't provide the food, you have to look for catering. The catering is just including the food. They have a full package where they include the servers who's gonna be setting up your tables, cleaning up for the rest of the night until the end of the day. They will clean up. You don't have to worry about that. But if the venue just is the venue, maybe with tables and chairs, you have to bring everything else, and then you have to take a lot of money out of that percentage and use it separate. Use it for the food, for the caterer, or whatever kind of food you want to use. Maybe you have to look for a bartender, you have to look for servers, who's gonna be cleaning up, who's gonna be serving you food, everything. Some people they all cover only the serving at time of the food and that's it. So you need to be careful what are they offering, if you have to do it all in the package or you're going to do it separate. Now, the rentals 3 to 5%, stationery 4 to 5%, tape transportation, what kind of transportation are you using, 2 to 5%. Videographers, if they're separate than the photographer, a 5 to 7%. The wedding bands, 2 to 5%. The wedding planner, please hire someone to help you out to coordinate if you don't want and the full planning, just at least to coordinate your day at 8 to 12% of your budget.